You're welcome here if you're she, he, we or they. You're welcome here if you're gay, straight or working it out. You're welcome here if you're in a relationship, single, divorced or widowed. You are welcome here if you're inked, pierced, both or neither.
You're welcome here if you're young.
Or young at heart.
You're welcome here if your neurons like to be typical or like to be spicy. You're welcome here if you're more Christian than Colin from Witch Hazel or haven't got the whole faith thing yet.
You are welcome here if you're living on a prayer or could use a prayer right now. You are welcome here if you've got it all sorted or if you've got doubts. You are welcome here.
As moon rises, the sun slips sight. Begins the ritual of this night. For those convinced their path is right. Gathered from north, south, east and west, yet called at another's behest, those treading the path that is left. From near and far come as you are to this place and embrace this space as darker hue embraces you. Of water, spirit, earth and fire, confessing the sins of empire, we come with our wounds and desire. Sensing that we are not alone, drawn to the flame that guides us home, for here you, me and yet to be. Importance and signs of these times, for the sake of all those maligned, is yet the home of the divine.
Hear the crowd as we roar. See the eagle, it soars. Wind and rain, refresh once more. From fear, hope redefined, we will not be denied. For are we yet alive? The threefold name and remain the same. It feels like it's all gone too. Shall we be downcast too? Or stand shield to shield, together in the field? We refuse to yield. Steadfastly holding the line, full of wings in eternity's time. We keep pressing forward until our last, and our crush shall be forever. Choose attack.
Jules and Tuck in it. Yeah. Hi Rachel. Oh, what is it called? No, wrong button. Haha. Good. Glad I've really mastered this still. No, awesome to be with you. And if you're posting, watching later on, choose to take yourself. Brilliant. Yeah. So I hope the week's been all right for people. I've tried. It's felt like a long week. I'm trying to work out some particularly cool bits. Yeah. Kind of just doing kind of youth group life lounge, things like that. Drop in. Yeah, and just things starting to feel a little bit Christmas. But of course, we are in Advent, which is a penitential season, a time of sackcloth and ashes. So let's not get too festive. But yeah, it's good to share the good stuff. But maybe also there's been stuff that is heavy and not a cool metal way. Is there anything that is getting your goat, getting you down? I was about to get down because I thought the cat was about to jump on the keyboard again. Randomly transfer files into who knows where. Yeah, so perhaps it's stuff that is not great going on for you, and perhaps sometimes getting that out in a comment, respecting your own confidentiality and privacy and information, but just kind of acknowledging some stuff can be helpful. So if there's stuff that you want to acknowledge, please let us know in the comments on YouTube or Twitter. Time of purple, yes, deep purple, yes, purple fading to black as we approach the longest night, which is coming, which is what, only a matter of weeks away. As well, hello, everybody, you're right. No. Well, we're just laying stuff down, so it's totally cool. I'm really sorry that you've had sad news. Obviously, no pressure to share, but obviously an invitation to, if that feels comfortable for you and appropriate. But just to know that we are thinking of you, our concerns and our hopes. The word I use is prayer. So yeah, know that you are seeing and just thinking of you. So let's acknowledge those things that have not rocked like socks in a tumble dry. And again, if you feel helpful to do so, please feel free to share in a comment.
As the light fades from sight, all is lost into darkest night. Sticks and stones, Maximum
So, Isabel, yeah, really sorry to hear that, and yeah, thinking of you. Yeah, and I don't know, your friend believed or didn't, but may the souls of the faithful and those whose faith is known to Christ alone in ways perhaps we don't understand between such time that heaven fully is on earth. Rest in peace and rise in glory. And just pray, feel comfort, consolation, peace yourself as well. Cheers, Rachel. Yeah, absolutely. It's yeah, there's a lot going on, isn't there? And it's something that isn't easy. It's utterly horrendous. Yeah, so with you praying for friends going through treatment for cancer. And yeah, think of somebody else I know going through that as well. For T and for their family, and for friends of Bev and Judy and Helen for their recent bereavements. Yeah. No, you're welcome as well. Hi, Gisela. Good to be with you. So, yeah, acknowledging all the stuff that is not cool, and for those who are going through it at the minute, as we choose to say, and yet, where are those little glimpses of heaven on earth, of hope, of peace, of justice, of care, of welcome, of inclusion, of love? Let's just acknowledge the tough stuff as well with these words.
The principalities and will to power, the worms from within my own darkest hour. I confess all the regrets and the regrets, the burdens and fears, the lament and the tears. I lay them down.
And as we do, I believe that the divine, the all-parent, the other, the universal force of love that shines and is in the world and shines despite the darkness, because it's not overcome it. That in the form of an original long-haired bearded dude from Nazareth, Jesus comes running out to meet us, arms open wide, saying, "Come to me, all you who are weary and heavy laden, even if you don't like Iron Maiden, but why don't you? And I will give you rest. May rest and peace and hope and comfort and strength be with you and those on your hearts, in your minds at this time. Amen." Which just means kind of let it be. Yeah. So with the planning for it, it's happened. We're in Advent. Is it week what? Yeah, week 1. So coming to week 2, and that bit where you're thinking, I am so behind. There's all this stuff to plan, and suddenly it all ramps up. Maybe it's the same for you if you're at school, work. Maybe just kind of bumbling around, shops, and it's tricky then because then it's all about potentially the feeling of pressure to buy stuff. Or even to put a smiley happy Christmas face on it, when actually maybe that's not where you're at for many reasons, and that can be really tough. So just how are you going through Advent? So Advent meaning kind of coming, looking forward to. In the case of Christian faith, it's the coming of God into the world in the form of a fragile human baby. Well, the name is given to Jesus is Emmanuel, which just means God with us. Literally, Jane Osborne, what if God was one of us? Actually, the story of Christmas from a Christian perspective, it's Christmas as opposed to Yuletide or anything else. Anyway, is that actually God is, and so whether it's celebrating, the stories of Jesus loving a party, sorting out top quality wine, sorting out some nosh with his mates, hanging out, loved hanging out with people. Often people who nobody else wanted to hang out with, often getting criticised for it, but someone who loved to be with other people, to hang out. And maybe as you journey through Advent, it's all about the party and the being with other people for you, and that's great. And Jesus gets that. God gets that in Jesus. But also maybe it's a time of grieving. It's a time of struggling with, short days, dark nights, the impact of cost of living, various other things that we're going through. So, and God gets that too in Jesus. Jesus, who wept at the tomb of his friend Lazarus. It is the shortest and I think the most amazing sentence in the Bible. Jesus wept. That's excellently put to use by Machine Head. So wherever we're at in this Advent, in this time of preparation, a time of purple. So a time of kind of just, I suppose, evaluating, taking stock. One of the Christian biblical words, Bible words that's used is repentance, which is kind of changing your mind, changing direction, in a sort of ABBA-esque take a chance kind of way. Direction, time to take a pause, a breath, and kind of go, am I headed in the direction I want to be? Are there things that I want to change? Think about getting gifts at Christmas, and sometimes to get to the gift we have to rip things off, which can be painful if you get a paper cut, or just peel things back. Are there things that need stripping away in our lives as we kind of prepare for hope, life, welcome, inclusion coming into the world, and a world that seems like it needs it at the minute, in many ways. So I just to hear how you are preparing and journeying through Advent. Also, if you've got an Advent calendar, what cool pictures have you had? What chocolate have you had? Maybe you've got a different one as well. A few years ago, I had one that was full of fountain pen ink. That's amazing. The fun stuff of Advent as well. As we kind of journey through it together in highs and the lows, and with the divine, the other God who is with us through Jesus in all of that, with us, one of us, alongside us, behind us, before us. As we think of that, is there anything particularly you want to bring as and for prayer? Perhaps thinking that stuff in the world, as well as those known to us, stuff that is bothering us, is on our hearts, on our minds, concern, dreams, hopes for future stuff. Love to hear that as well. I realised what my Tucson chat was. So my Tucson chat was spending the week listening to Broken Narrative. So if you haven't watched last Friday's stream, we interviewed the narrator from Broken Narrative. So a band based in sunny Sheffield. It's absolutely bucketing it down, and it's freezing cold and it's sleet, so not sunny Sheffield. But if I don't know, melodic, there's some kind of rap stuff. It's just Linkin Park, new metal, Shikari, all that sort of crossover stuff. Beautiful. But again, asking some big questions, which I think this season of Advent encourages us to as well, about what's important, about priorities, about values, about what we want to stand for, what we're not willing to stand for in the world, as well as with ourselves. so I commend them to you, and I'm very grateful to have interviewed the narrator last week and to have enjoyed their music this week, and I commend them to you. I guess in terms of prayer, stuff that's bothering me as well as all the, ongoing tensions and conflicts in the world and natural disasters. I've just been grateful for people standing for justice and for hope and for care and for risking themselves in that process. I just wonder what you think of there's a few of us in this community who are neurodivergent. A couple of months ago that RF Kennedy and Donald Trump decided that autism is all made up, or they've identified the cause of it, it's all down to paracetamol. I checked with my mum. She never took paracetamol when she was pregnant. And I know political parties have made some statements about mental health, and it's all there's no such thing as depression, whatever. But then this the health secretary in the UK the other day said a review into autism and ADHD services. I think if you ask a lot of people with autism and ADHD, who are autistic and have ADHD, so what services? Post-diagnosis. But saying there's definitely, the health secretary said there's definitely overdiagnosis. But I suspect that many people who are neurodivergent and autistic and have ADHD are now kind of probably feeling quite fearful. So not a great statement, not a great choice of words. So just again, as we think about Christmas, peace on earth is the angels. They weren't necessarily in the sky, it says they appeared. Messengers, that's what an angel is. A messenger saying, I've got good news for you. God is one of us in the person of Jesus, and he'll be called Prince of Peace. And that message is given to people who were socially, economically excluded first. So shepherds doing the night shift, the first person to kind of acknowledge the birth of Jesus, or who Jesus was Elizabeth, Mary's relative. So it was a woman who at the time was, we were not allowed to be witnesses, that their word was not deemed to be able to be taken as sort of kind of legally valid. So these are the people that this message of peace and of joy is given to first, which seems really at odds with so much in the world at the minute. And so if it is about peace on earth, maybe like me, you've heard that and going, ooh, that makes me feel very uncomfortable. It plays into the whole thing of, well, I'm just not very good. And actually, that's the antithesis of what this whole Christmas Advent shindig is supposed to be about. I believe it's about hope. It's about life. It's about life in all its fullness. It's about inclusion. It's about good news to those who are othered and outcast and downtrodden. Refugees. Jesus, safe and stronghold refuge. People find comfort in faith, but also Jesus was a refugee too. And just down the road from me, yet again on Sunday, we had protests outside where some people who happen to be asylum seekers are staying. So, nice. To the earth be peace. I'm so sorry for singing. I do apologise. Hope you're doing all right. So Rachel spent the first week of Advent setting on the Advent calendar and the Jesse tree. last weekend. See, now I'm going to go, what's a Jessie tree? I spent so long doing Christmas trees, where you put two sets of symbols on that are sort of associated with the story. And then they kind of use the symbols to kind of unpack the story. So things like angels and stars and various things. So I can't remember what a Jessie tree is, Rachel. Remind me. Thank you. Enjoying the chance to retell God's story each day. Yeah. I think we're just kind of giving out leaflets and stuff over Christmas. Doing some really using different ways, like Christingles, trees, singing, having death parties with young people, just all of it. It's all good. Is there anything else that people want to kind of just acknowledge or think about in the world? So I have not done an advent calendar this year. Well, we weren't going to do them, and then at the last minute, on offer on the 1st of December, there was a cheese advent calendar, greatly reduced in Sainsbury's. So 24 days of cheese dreams. Yeah, love it. Is there stuff we want to kind of bring as an offering to the all parent as part of our night ritual, offering our concerns for the people and places of the world. You haven't got one either, right? No, it's because and I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking advent calendars, but it seems to have kind of ramped up into a sort of another way of flogging loads of stuff that you hadn't thought about needing. In terms of, you can get ones with sort of sweets, whatever, or things that create different pieces to construct something at the end, and all that is fun. I mean, don't get me wrong. I confess, I had a Back to the Future one a couple of years ago that was superb. It's out again each year. We went to someone's house the other day, and they got the Lego Home Alone house. So that was up for Christmas. And opened it up and it's all got lights on. So but it's all fun, but also it's like at the same time, really expensive. Again, potential pressure to kind of join in. So to all those making a sort of non-materialistic statement by not having it, or just because actually that's cool. So all positions. I think I'm just welcome here. So reached Abraham so far. Okay. So do you with the tree? Do you also then sing different verses of "O Come Emmanuel," which I think is the most sort of gothic sounding carol of them all? Is it technically a carol? It's an Advent hymn. So I'm looking forward to having that on Sunday. Just kind of not in Latin, but if you do like a good carol sing, then I heartily recommend if you can get yourself to Sheffield on he said, forgetting to look at the date, on the 20th, I want to say 20th of December. So not tonight, and not next Saturday, but Saturday the 20th. We are having the longest night. So an evening of darkness, gothic, metal, Christmas Adventness, and you're very welcome to join us. There shall be food. Details are on our Metal Methodist page on Facebook, so facebook.com/Metal Methodist. Live music, chance to sing if you want to sing. You have to do it in front of a microphone. You can sort of sing the carols or whatever, but in a metal style, and kind of just different ways of exploring it. So if you are the person who likes to kind of get hands-on, there's opportunity to do that. If you want to sit quietly, there's opportunity to do that. If you want to sit in the corner and have a snooze, you can absolutely do that. If you want to run around moshing, all good, all ages, everyone, welcome. Metal Mayhem carols. Yes. Headbanging is definitely allowed. This is where I suspect this is the first time that I'm generally going to having missed having cut my hair off. Not missed, no, regret having cut my hair off, because like it doesn't have the same impact with short hair, does it? It's you have to I think you have to kind of put more effort in. Whereas you've got longer hair, it just kind of like moves more, doesn't it? So yeah, so headbang is allowed. Circle pits, whatever. It's all good. What's this, Isabel? Oh, okay. So, excellent. Yeah. O come Emmanuel belted out with Metal Gusto. Fantastic. Yeah. No, awesome. So, number 3 daughter, who is started having drum lessons, and yeah, obviously she was playing the other night. It was like she's mastered the art of the doom metal kind of drum pattern. It's yeah. So yeah. Will there be lights? Yeah, I think it's mine as well. Yeah. Will there be lights? Yes, there will be. So again, just recognizing that people handle lights differently. So kind of the ambiance will be dark, given it's the darkest night, but there will be kind of lights, and I shall remember my smoke machine this time as well. So yeah, kind of atmospheric lights, rather than sort of stuff that, yeah, perhaps can be triggering for some people. So yeah, hopefully, yeah, just aiming to create a safe, inclusive space for people, and people to be however they need to be, just come as you are, as Kurt Cobain said. Yeah. So I invite us to make our offering for this evening to the all parent. Feel free to join in these words, particularly if you are on public transport, particularly if you want to exercise in preparation for the 20th and the longest night, Metal Carol Mayhem. Yeah, if you want to do it in your best death metal ground, or your best kind of screamo shriek, or give it your best Bruce Dickinson, I don't know, Rob Halford. Yeah, but let's share in these words together as you make our offering for this day to the all parent. Oh, wait a minute. I've just seen loads of messages. Going backwards. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. Yeah. I just, so in the new year, we've got some of the things planned as well. So we are doing a kind of night prayer compline, but with Steel City choristers. So utilizing proper kind of traditional cathedral ambient-esque vocal stuff and all that kind of medieval doomy gothicness of that, alongside kind of metal as well. So that should be fantastic, as well as community sing, so a metal community choir. So we're working up to we're going to talk more in the new year, but basically imagine songs of praise but metal. What metal song, what rock, punk, grunge, alternative, screamo, goth, doom, black metal, what music, what is the song that is your song, and why? Trying to celebrate that, hear people's stories, and then have a go at singing them. Wow, yeah, haha. Practice my Cradle of Filth. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there will be, but screaming. Hopefully not. I could, was it Chris Dingle services, where I did one used to do them in Leeds, and used real candles, sort of 12th century medieval wood, and that sort of horrible moment each year where you kind of just go, nope, can't smell any sort of singeing. But I do know somebody who went to a Chris Dingle service and was doing the whole kind of, can you smell? It's my hair. Yeah, so oh dear. Cool. Let's join in these words as our offering to the all parent.
To the one in whom all people and all creation have their being, may your kingdom come. Your will be done, as above, so below. Sustain us for this day. Show us grace as we seek to show grace to those we feel have wronged us.
There she is, found her.
Save us from the worst that is within us and within this world. For the kingdom, the power, and the glory are yours, now and forever. Amen.
I realised that I've talked about what we're doing in the future, so therefore I've really messed up doing the notices. So there are no parish notices this week. I've already done them, and there is something cool in the offering next year. I can't talk about it. I can't even do the Kenny Everett. I'm not going to play Bohemian Rhapsody. No, I'm not playing it. I can't even do that. I can't even do it. I can't. But all shall be revealed, and all things shall be metal, and all manner of things shall be utterly metal. But thank you for being together, and I'll see you again next week at 6:00, and the week after on the Saturday we will be at St Paul's Church and Community Centre, Norton Leeds, just outside of Sheffield, for the longest night, metal carols, live band, smoke machine, food, just embrace the darkness and just enter into it. It's really cool. Really so looking forward to it. But thank you for being together. So 2 weeks on Saturday, it will be Scream from the Congregation. Until then, it will be Sway with me, Metal Compline. Sway with me, Metal Compline.
in the Savior's blood. Died he for me, he who caused his pain, for me who him to death pursued. Amazing love, how can it be that thou, my God, shouldst die for me? Amazing love, how can it be that thou, my God, shouldst die for me? 'Tis mystery, all the immortal dies. Who can explore his strange design? In vain the firstborn seraph tries to sound the depths of love divine. 'Tis mercy, all let earth adore. Let angel minds inquire no more. 'Tis mercy, all let earth adore. Let left his father's throne above. So free, so infinite his race. Emptied himself of all but love, and bled for Adam's helpless race. 'Tis mercy all immense and free. For oh my God, it found out me. 'Tis mercy all immense and free. For oh my God, it found out me. Spirit lay fast bound in sin and nature's night. By night diffuse a quickening ray. I woke the dungeon flamed with light. My chains fell off, my heart was free, and I rose when forth. Follow thee, my chains fell off, my heart was free. I rose when forth and followed thee. No condemnation now I dread, Jesus and all in Him is mine. Alive in Him I live in head, and clothed in righteousness divine. Bold I approach the eternal throne, and claim the crown through Christ my own. Bold I approach the eternal throne, and claim the crown through Christ my